Okay. Well, hello, Daddy-O. How are you doing today?
No. What? What was that? What was that all about? Why'd you say
I
that?
don't know.
Please don't do
I've
that.
actually been listening to a different podcast.
Yeah, no.
What?
Original. Copycats podcast, please.
Oh, do you want me to do the intro? I was
Yes.
just going to talk and then do the
Why are
intro.
we recording this?
Because I was telling the listeners.
Oh, Connor.
Yeah, I was listening to a new... Well, it's not new. It's been around for a while. It's got like 300 episodes. But it's called the Auntie Donna podcast. And
kebab?
no, they're an Australian comedy group. They're pretty funny. And one of the episodes had one of the guys called Zach, and he was like, "Oh, do this then, Daddy-O," or something like that. And it was just the way he said it made me want to replicate it.
So you didn't want to keep in the bits where we were joking about you looking like you tossed yourself off, but you'll keep that in. Right. Okay. Right. Welcome back to the OCP, the original Copycats podcast. When the fuck are you shortening
I
that?
was just about to say, I am going to shorten that at
You
some
said that
point.
twice now in a row, both the last episode and this one.
Yeah, I'm a busy guy.
So awkward, man. I can't even laugh at you. I have to keep it quiet, and you know what my laugh's like. I can't keep that shit quiet.
Well, how you doing,
I'm alright,
Daddy-O?
Fuck. Stop it. Stop it. No, Daddy-O.
No?
Doesn't suit you. It's quite creepy when you say it.
Oh.
It probably works for the people that you're referencing. But
It does, because he puts on a voice and he's quite
You're
funny.
just quite
whereas I'm not.
creepy. No, you're funny. Don't put yourself down.
Oh.
You are fucking hilarious, but you're also really fucking creepy. Like
Worse if I
Slender Man
called
if he
you-
had a face.
Great, that's going on the CV. What if I called you Mummy-O?
No O's, no mummies, no daddies,
Just Daddy.
just Josh. Not just Daddy, no. Daddy, no.
Daddy, no.
No. No.
Well, what a week it's been, eh? Bloody hell, what's going on with the heat? Monday, Tuesday, that was a write-off.
Tuesday was bad.
Tuesday was
Was
awful.
the worst. My days. Sorry to anybody who lives in a hot country. If you are listening, because we actually found out our listener base is not even primarily UK.
No.
It is out of the UK. So apologies if you're used to. What did we have? Like 36?
36 to 38,
36
where we
38?
were.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
A lot more.
Well, that's how Celsius and Fahrenheit works. But
Let me have a look. Yeah, it was mental. Like it was 40 degrees Celsius in London.
I love how I've got you starting to say Celsius now. We just say 30 degrees. It's like
38 degrees.
you looking up Fahrenheit,
C to F. Fucking hell! It's 100
Whoa.
degrees Fahrenheit
Aha!
for 38.
That was bloody hot.
Yes, and because it's a humid sort of heat here. There's no breeze with it or anything.
No, and
It
for
just sticks
Brits,
to you.
yeah, for Brits, that's not good for us at all.
No.
Remember, we get rain like 80% of the year.
Yeah. Speaking of which, in Swindon we had a fuck ton of rain on Wednesday in the afternoon.
It was nice.
I went for a run in it.
What, deliberately?
Yeah, deliberately.
Yes, bro.
I was just like, nah, fuck this. I'm going. And so I set off, and it didn't take me until I got to the end of the street, and I was drenched, and my shoes were wet. And I was like, this is lush.
That sounds amazing.
And I must have looked like a right knob end because I was running through this subway and like an underpass.
You had like a soundtrack in your head, weren't you?
No, I had music going, mate.
Oh, you just had your arms
Funnily enough,
stretched
that
out.
was the music that was playing.
No, it wasn't. What, you're walking in the air?
Oh, was that what that was?
Yeah. I just don't want to sing the words because I don't know them.
Copyright.
Oh, that? Yeah, that's true. It wasn't walking in the air. It was Josh's rendition of.
It was singing in the rain.
Singing in the to the mic.
Yeah. But yeah, so as I was going under the underpass,
Yeah.
it had just flooded. And so I ran under it, not realizing that. I was up to my ankles in water. I was like, oh, shit.
But that's good, though.
It was nice.
I was at home just having. I was coming. Cut that out. Jesus. I was at home just having cold showers.
Oh, yeah.
Cold showers. Full showers, like lukewarm to cold, but just head and shoulder showers and arms, because my arms were wrecked because they were getting burnt like a bitch. Was just freezing cold, like as cold as my shower would go, over my head, over my arms. It was the most relaxing thing because obviously safe to drink as well. So I'm just washing my face here with this lovely ice cold water.
Just
guess
showering
what?
from your fridge.
Yes, yeah. Like, it's good, man. Not fucking good.
Just ice cubes in you.
Okay, well, it wasn't ice cold then. It was as cold as I can get it from the fucking tap. All right. So I'm there. I'm fucking spraying me. I'm acting like people can see me right now, but it's for Alex's. You can hear me.
Just looks like he's wanking off a horse.
I'm spraying. I'm spraying my head, and I'm loving it. And then I get to my face, and obviously the water's going in my mouth. Then that's ice cold, like lovely cold water going in my mouth. And I hate water.
Yeah.
All right. I know you don't like me saying it because you think.
go ahead.
All right, because you think you're almighty and that everybody's meant to love the taste of water because it's so good for you. All right. I don't. Yeah, you're drinking it lukewarm. It's grim. Horrible. But when it's cold enough, it doesn't give off a taste because it's numbing my mouth. Okay? I don't like it. Somebody made a good point to me the other day. We've been subjected to having these choices. So we can choose to have so much flavor in our life. When you take that away, water's quite shit. All right? And that is wrong. That's why I like squash in my water. Because even though it's not as good as just crystal clear water, it's not terrible for you. I'd rather have a glass of squash over a bottle of fucking Coke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
there you go.
My granddad is the same. He doesn't like water because it just tastes weird.
Yeah.
But I brought him over some flavoured water the other day, and he liked that.
I love flavoured water.
So that's an alternative.
Exactly. But Volvic flavoured water's got still a lot of sugars in it. So I don't drink that unless you get the sugar-free stuff, which is actually a stronger flavour. Why are we promoting fucking Volvic? So sorry. But anyway, I'm showering my face. It's so cold. And it's cold enough for me to want to drink it.
Yes.
And it's clean water because it has to be because it's going over your face. So I can drink it before anybody questions why you're drinking shower water. It's just water. It comes from your mains. Unless you have a storage system in your attic, even then it's still fucking clean unless it's not got a lid on it. All right? You're good.
You just wait until Kelsey has a shower and you're just underneath her, like drinking the drain water.
No, because she has like molten lava level showers.
You're like, oh yeah, that's numb in my mouth.
What's wrong with you? Well, that's not even close to what I just described. I was under cold water. She nukes it. You're a freak, man. Don't ever get in a relationship. Anybody who's flirting with this man on Instagram, I just fucking...
I had a dream last night.
I had a dream.
I found a girlfriend, right?
You found one?
Yeah, just on the street.
Just out of primary school. Sorry, cut that out.
For fuck's sake. Yeah, she was a teacher.
She was a teacher?
Yeah.
She was actually a teacher?
I can't remember genuinely, but I woke up and I was really sad. So,
God, just find a woman, man. Find a woman. Go out there. The one time I go out with you in town, we get close enough that you get the woman's number. I was going to call her a bitch then, but she was actually really nice.
She was.
She was. She was just not ready. That's not your fault. It's not her fault.
Oh, well. Anyway.
So anyway, I drank the fucking bastard shower water, all right? That's what I was trying to get at.
All right, good. Nice one.
It tasted like ass, but I really needed it. It didn't taste like literal ass.
Literal ass.
Literal ass coming out of the shower. What was that? What was that? Literal ass. What was that? What button was that? Is that the purple one?
No, it was the literal ass button.
Oh, the blue. Literal ass. Is that genuinely what you've called it? Literal ass? No. Okay, it's just dramatic.
Yeah, dramatic. It's the Inception thing.
That's good.
I thought it'd just add a bit of drama to the pod.
That's good.
And then if we tell a funny story, we've got this one.
What the fuck is that? Oh my God, how long's it go on for? What kind of story did you think you were telling? What was that?
Sorry. I found that earlier and I just thought it was really funny.
Can I put, what other ones can I push?
The pink one's just the harp thing again.
Oh, so that's not changed.
I think you can press the turquoise one.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, good.
Yes.
You took out
I took the Josh off.
Not that it was good that you had that separation to Josh, but now I can just be like, Chris, take over, mate.
Shut the fuck up!
Cheers.
So there we go.
Thanks, Chris.
So don't press the red or the green.
I really want to push
But I
them now.
think we'll go with the red today, not the green, because the green's an alternative version of the red.
Okay.
Okay, but we'll just go with the red
Okay.
because it's my preferred version.
Okay.
Right. So I haven't got anus for today, but I
fine.
do have a story.
You can have your story. We don't. Anus is. I know. Anus is very unique to us, and it will always be there. But I am so. I'm drying my well up. Yours is very.
It doesn't have to be
moist.
headlines though, because we just said it's the weirdest shit we can find on the internet.
Yeah. What's weird?
So-
Fucking news headlines.
Probably a lot of
All
stuff.
right. Fine then.
But you
okay.
don't-
Tell your fucking story then. Mine is literally. Here you go. Here's a live anus search.
Fucking every episode is live anus search for you.
Pretty much. Oh look, there's my car with the Liberty Walk body kit on it. Doesn't that look nice?
Great.
Sorry.
It's
That's
the car,
I
mate.
want. Stop. Don't put me down like that, little bitch.
Don't put me down.
Don't do that, because if you come up to me with anything that you're interested in, I'll just be like, it's just a fucking weed whacker, mate, or some bollocks, whatever you're
What
interested
do you
in.
think I'm interested in?
That, exactly that.
Oh no, it's a strimmer.
Uh,
It's my favourite composer, Hans Strimmer. That's enough of that.
fucking cut that down. See, when I type in weird stuff, that's for you. It's a dick.
Is that what it is? I thought it was one of those little fish things.
No, it's a dick. Oh, that is a wham giraffe. See, look. Oh, this is all fun and games for us, yeah? Not very good for the fucking listeners, is it?
This is where prep comes in, mate.
Don't need prep.
You do.
Weird stuff writing.
I mean, essentially, you could do an anus segment and turn it into an episode,
Do what the fuck I want, mate.
which is basically what we do. I mean, those weird scripts could have been an anus
I
thing.
just look up weird stuff on Amazon. It's Harry Styles' funny sequin pillow. It's not really funny. It's just looking like this
Great.
in sequin.
Well, I'll tell you my story. So I went to an escape room.
Nicolas Cage, Mona Lisa.
Great. Last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Unfortunately, you escaped.
I paid £24 basically for my ticket. I just paid £24 basically for them to tell me that I'm an idiot.
I could have done that for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I knew that going in, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, bloody hell, it was a lot more difficult than I thought it'd be. I thought, how hard can it be? You know, you just go into a room, you've got a load of stuff around, you figure it out, puzzles, mate.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, you get a little bit of backstory on what's going on and like what the storyline is.
Yeah.
But then you're just left to your own devices. And you're like,
Yeah. What,
I
you think somebody's
don't
in your ear
know.
telling you how to fucking do it?
Well, I thought maybe they'd tell you what the first step is and like how to start.
No.
But they don't. They just let you loose.
Yeah.
And so I'm in this room.
So if you're ever held captive in like a Russian prison camp or something, you're like, excuse me, mate, you haven't actually given me the first hint how to get out of this place.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. If you're in
I mean,
prison,
it's a bit
in
different, but-
generic prison,
Yeah.
you're like, well, this is just one big escape room, isn't it, gents? Right, let's get on it. Excuse me, God, you didn't give me step one of how to escape this place. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ilsley. I've completely forgotten to give it. Here's
Here's
an
the key.
envelope. Yeah, yeah. You see that guard over there? You've got to seduce him. He'll drop a key at midnight tonight. Doesn't work like that.
So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So we were in this room and I thought I'll just go and have a wander about and see what there is.
Good.
And there was loads of padlocks everywhere.
Yeah.
And you didn't know what code opened what thing and
Of course
how
not.
it related to the other things and linked in with everything.
That makes sense so far.
And there was 3 of us in there, me included.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get this padlock open, and there's like a code that comes up on the screen. So I open this padlock, and inside there's all this money.
Oh, lovely.
And this is a spoiler alert. If you're ever in Swindon and you're doing the Clue HQ and the AI one, you might want to skip this bit.
And was there any rules signing a piece of paper saying do
No,
not?
you ain't got an NDA or anything.
Okay, that's right then. Just gonna have the
FBI agent comes in and shoots me.
got somebody coming in and gonna have to lose.
Anyway, the end code is. So once I'd opened this box and there was the money in there.
Oh yeah.
There was a UV torch in there, but it didn't work. And so I thought, oh shit, I've got to find the batteries for it.
You just didn't twist it, did you?
I just had to hit it a bit and it worked because it like flickered on. And I was like, oh my God. And on the bits of money, there were like these X's drawn on in UV paint.
Right.
And so I gathered all the ones up that had the X's on, and I didn't know what to do with them. And so then the computer screen that was in the room said, how much have you got in the pile? So I counted it up. I must have just miscounted it or something, because they were like, no, take off 1,000 and you got the right code. I'm like, oh shit.
Wait,
okay.
so they had to tell you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And this was like 5 minutes in. And then I was like, okay, so I counted up the money, got the wrong number. They gave me the right number.
Remind me never to let you do any of the business accounting for this company. Like,
Yeah, I'm never
when we
offering
get off
to do
the
that.
floor, you are not doing anything with money.
Math is not my
No,
strong suit.
clearly not. You added
So-
1,000 on. How the fuck did you get that?
We did the code. It opened the drawer thing, and you had a button at the back of the drawer thing. So my friend pressed the button,
Yeah.
but didn't look in the drawer to see if there was any like clues in there. She just shut it again, and then the computer was like, "Did you look in the drawer?" So she was like, "Oh shit, no!" So she opens it again. There's like this clue in there, and on the table next to us there were like 3 wooden cogs, and they all had numbers and letters, and you had to like spell out a sentence with this thing. So the clue that was in the drawer gave you the clues for the cogs.
Right.
So we're doing this thing. I leave my mate Brad to it because I'm like, I ain't got a clue. And whilst he's doing that, I'm just having a look around the room. You've got this board with a load of screws in it with flags of countries above them.
Yeah.
Excuse you.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat right now.
It's all right. Are you good?
It just clogged up.
You good? You want a drink?
Cut that out.
Yeah, he's fine.
I'm good now.
So yeah, you had like loads of flags above these screws, and then
Yeah.
in each 4 corners you had like, you get those extended washing line things that you can pull out, that you attach to your wall. You got like a little cord, and you pull them out. You had 4 of those, and so I
You
didn't know
had
what
4
to do.
washing lines come out of the wall. Those washing line extenders, yes.
They're a thing. We have one at home.
A washing line extender.
Extension
Or just a
washing
washing
line.
line?
Like it's like a plastic thing you hang on the wall.
Yeah.
And you got a little tag on the end, and you pull the washing line out.
Yeah,
of this.
yeah.
it's
That's a washing line. You use like a washing line extender.
Oh, I just meant extendable washing line.
Okay, so that's different than a washing line extender.
All right, fuck off, you little slut.
So I'm adding an addition to my washing line.
Daddy-o, hush
I
now.
will go back. I'll go upstairs. This podcast will be just you. And we all know how they go. It's fine.
Quite successfully if we look
They
at the
did, actually.
analytics.
Well done, yeah, fair play.
Anyway, so...
I'll just take my income when it comes then and I'll leave the podcast.
so yeah.
Yeah, sweet. See you later.
I said, so yeah. So yeah, you had these extendable washing lines.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do with them, obviously. And then we eventually figure out that the code on the cogs was big metal bird, right? I nearly said plane.
Oh,
Big
right.
metal bird. And I was like, well, that's got to be a plane, isn't it? And so I figured that this board with the country's flags on it was like a trajectory for a plane. And I thought, right, okay, well, there was some codes up above each of these washing line things with a flight time. And when we opened another drawer, there was a thing in there with some tickets that gave you a flight path for each plane that was leaving on these flight times. And once we'd extended like the washing lines on this board, it gave us a code.
Yeah.
Which then opened another thing. Once we got this code, the computer was like, that number's meant to be this number. I was like, how have we done that? And I was like, oh well. So we corrected it, put the code in, it got us another thing. And then we had this chart with a load of colours on it and a load of switches, like icons of switches.
Yeah.
And then in the corner of the room, there was a load of colours on the ceiling and then a switch box with 8 switches on it.
Right.
So I was like, right, these colours must match up with this switch box. And I was looking at it and I was like, well, I don't understand like where you're meant to put the switches, because the switches on the clue just were pointing forward. Like you obviously couldn't move them because they were just drawn on.
Yeah.
So they were just pointing forward, and then above them you had different colours. And I thought, well, how does that sort of link up? Anyway, the computer screen goes, oh, if the colour's above the switch, then you need to put the switch up, and then if it's below it, then you need to put it down. I was like, right, okay, I think that was what he said. I didn't get it in the end, basically, and I just flicked it around randomly.
I'm gonna be the intellectual one of this group, man. On the fuck. That'll be an OC challenge in the future. Is the OC do an escape room?
Yeah, I like that.
And then one will be the OC trying to escape the zombies, because there's zombie simulations and stuff. You can go in.
Wouldn't
you
like
have
that.
beanbag guns and you shoot them with beanbag guns.
I think I would genuinely shit myself.
That's why we're recording it.
You're a cunt. Anyway, so I'm doing this switch box and I get it right somehow. And either that or he gave it to me.
He probably gave it to you.
And it starts beeping like Morse code. And I'm
Oh.
like, oh shit. I got nothing to write it down on. So I'm like, ... shit, no, I've forgotten it. And so then it said on the screen, it was like, you might want to get a pad. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I go get this pad.
I love that they're just watching you be like, oh, this ginger fucking
Yeah, because there's
prick.
cameras and microphones in there, so they can see and hear everything that we're doing.
Oh my God.
And so I get this pad and I'm writing it down. And then I lose it and I'm like, ah, shit, no, fuck it. And there's like 2 buttons above this thing and I'm trying to press them thinking that it's going to restart the Morse code. But it just stops it and then it carries on like with the next thing. And I'm like, no, I ain't got the one before. I don't know what that's saying. And anyway, I had to do this 4 times because I couldn't get it.
Oh my
And in the end, I just started getting really stressed and hot.
Yeah.
And the music was really loud in there and I couldn't hear what was going on. And Brad came over and he's like, what's going on? And Bex was like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then the screen goes, would you like me to put the Morse code on the screen for you? I was like, I have been insulted here, but it's very justified. So
Class.
I said yes, and they put this thing on the screen. And then when I after I'd written it down, I went, thank you, like that, and it took it off. And then there was like this other board that had a lot of switches on it. And you had to like put them the right way. And I was like, okay. And anyway, long story short is we put them the opposite way to how they were supposed to be. And the bloke was like, hang on 5 minutes, I'm coming in. So he comes in the room and he's like, right, what have you guys done? Because this should be working. And we were like, I think we've done it the opposite way round. He's like, right, switch him back over then. So we did. And it still didn't work. And he's like, just skip this bit. Skip this bit.
You got told by the workers that you were that bad you broke the machine and had to skip it.
So then we had to do an IQ test. But in order to do an IQ test, we had to enter this password. And I was trying to type this password in because we only had like 5 minutes left. We had an hour to escape in and we had a countdown going constantly. And there was 5 minutes left, which I think he gave us an extra 5 minutes because we fucked that machine thing up. And we're trying to type this code in. And it started like buffering saying, please wait. And I was like, have they updated their Windows recently? I don't know what's going on. And after about a minute, it went incorrect password. And I was like, you cunt. So I typed it in again. I got it right. And you had 5 questions or so, 6 questions maybe. One of them was a riddle. One of them was like a maths question. I was like, oh God, I'm not doing well here. And we ended up getting out with like 15 seconds left. And it was mental. Like right at the end, it started filling the room up with this dry ice because it was meant to be like poison gas. And we shit ourselves and we were like, whoa, what the hell's going on? And Brad's like, fucking type the code in. Stop worrying about the dry ice.
I love how you thought it was actually poisonous gas. Like, they're actually going to kill us for £24. We've signed our own death warrants.
I didn't read this in the contract. So we get out.
I didn't sign an NDA.
I got out and I went over to the bloke after and I was like, cheers for your help. And he looked really shifty. He was like, yeah, it's cool. And I was like, I didn't mean to dob you in. Like, no one's listening, mate. It's fine.
Mate, you just made him lose his job.
Yeah.
Like, Did you help the scrawny ginger out of the room?
Just confirmed that he helped us. So, sorry, mate. So there we go. I did really badly at an escape room. Also read about this guy. Well, I didn't read about it. I listened to a video, different podcast called the CEO podcast.
Stop promoting other podcasts. We're not big enough ourselves yet.
Yeah, well, spread the love, mate. And he was talking about a guy. Well, he's talking to a guy that got stabbed in Birmingham on a bus and should have died, but he somehow survived against all odds. And it was an amazing story. So I would recommend going and listening to the story of Kieran Quinlan. Kieran Quinlan, yeah, that's his name. I think then. But yeah, very good story, so go check that out. I'm not going to talk about it because I think it's his story, so. Daddy-o.
Mate, continue with Alex's solo podcast here. Fine.
What?
I can't hear that. I ain't got headphones on. It's too hot and sweaty in this room.
Oh,
We need an aircon unit above the
mate,
door.
You need to have your headphones on for when I say press the red button, though.
Oh, when am I pushing the red button?
Any second now, mate.
Oh, God.
So today's episode, if you've stuck with us for this long, I applaud your patience if you have.
If I yawn, it's because I've had a really hard week and not that you're boring me. Sorry, guys. Got you.
Yeah, so today's episode is basically going to be a new thing that I'm thinking of starting doing. Because you got your words of wisdom. We got anus between us.
I'm trying to stifle it. It's not you, I promise. I'm really fucking tired after this week.
But this little segment thing here, I'm going to call Rants with a Redhead. Press the red button.
Hang on, I don't have... Words of wisdom is your thing that you forced
No.
You forced it onto me and now I get paranoid every time you bring it up.
Stop being a little pussy, mate. Rants with a Redhead. So, I'm angry.
The fuck was that? What was that?
This is my little
So
theme.
what's the reverse of that?
Redhead with rants.
No,
That's just it in
the
reverse.
reverse is just
You just said it's like...
I'm a happy man with ginger hair. That's the reverse of rants. Great. So this is Rants with a Redhead. Basically, I found something that's grinded my gears, mate, and I want to have a little moan about it, and I want to get your opinion on it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is going to be about Icks, right? Which are a popular thing that's going around on TikTok, or should I say IckTok? Am I right?
No. You fucking boomer. No. You make it us. We are 25 years of age, nearly. Both of us, all right? Okay? No. We're still meant to somewhat understand the hip world of today, as cringy as it is. That was like my nan just joined us on the podcast. Don't ever say that again. Sorry, you hear me?
I did
I
have
need
that
you to promise.
pre-written.
I need you to promise me you're never gonna.
Okay,
Alex,
I promise.
promise what?
I promise I will never say it's...
Don't say it again. That word.
I promise.
Get off. Rants with a non-redhead. Don't ever say that fucking sentence again.
Okay. So this is going to be about TikTok Icks.
That actually made me feel a little bit sick. I'm just kidding. Just wanted you to feel bad. I can't believe you wrote that down. Or TikTok.
Well, I was scrolling through TikTok, as is my wont.
Yeah.
And I came across these videos about Icks.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were. I had a vague idea of what it might be, just by the word ick.
It's like an annoyance, isn't it?
Yeah, that sort of thing. And I had a little bit of a rabbit hole dive the other day, and I gotta say, I was not impressed by what I found. Okay.
What the fuck's it on our podcast?
Because it's Rants with a redhead, mate.
Rants with a redhead.
Shut the fuck up.
Nice.
I love how we don't even have to say anything to insult each other now.
Yeah.
We've got Chris Greer, aka David Mitchell, here, doing it for us.
So, I think that some trends generally can be good.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of one that's good.
The Ice Bucket Challenge was raising money, wasn't it, for things?
I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a trend. Okay, that was good. Yes, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Yeah.
So,
But I was thinking like
the
planking.
Harlem Shake.
That is not. No, that's not a good one. That was
The Cinnamon Challenge.
funny, but also uncomfortable when they had
Very dangerous because you would choke.
Oh, you can see about that. People are eating fucking Tide Pods, mate.
Yeah,
Someone's-
that's exactly another one that is shit. So some trends can be good, like I say, but I think
We found
generally...
one out of the four we mentioned, we had one. That's on that ratio. That's a quarter,
There's still some. So I think generally...
and you still didn't acknowledge the fucking planking challenge. That was
I didn't
people
know
were
there
just-
was a planking challenge.
they just like
Oh,
yeah,
they just
people
plank on everything, don't
yeah,
they?
or like a pillar or something. They just lie on their fucking crotch and just plank out, or in the middle of a road.
Yeah, and that stupid one where you get out of the car and walk alongside it or something and dance.
Oh yeah, the Drake song.
Yeah. Oh,
It wasn't the
bloody hell.
Kiki challenge. Or
That was it, yeah,
Was it
yeah.
that? Yeah. Or we had the Gangnam Style, just people doing some sort of Gangnam
Yeah.
Style dance. That was dreadful. Fuck me, we haven't lived in a good part of time, have we?
No.
Better than the Black Plague, though. So.
But anyway, I think this is arguably one of the most detrimental trends that there is.
It must be, because I've never heard of it.
Okay. So, yeah, but how often do you use TikTok?
But it's detrimental.
Do you know what detrimental means?
I never watched Vine, but I knew of the Vine challenges.
Yeah, but Vine challenges weren't necessarily detrimental.
Yes, it were. Yeah, Lois.
What the fuck? Do you know what detrimental means?
Remind me.
Damaging.
Does that?
Yes.
I thought it was something else.
That ALS. Oh, fucking hell. That's damaging.
That
isn't
was
it?
damaging. ALS is damaging. I thought
meant the
detrimental
ice
meant it was
bucket.
crucial.
The ice lands on your head. Fuck.
No, I think I got confused. I thought detrimental meant like it was a vital, like important part of time.
Oh,
like
no.
as much as planking was shit, it was one that no matter what platform you watch, you knew of somebody doing a fucking planking challenge. I thought you would say when something's detrimental, it was the opposite, but now I know.
No, it is tending to cause harm. That's the
Okay,
Google
that's fine.
definition.
At least I know now.
Yeah,
I don't
checked
use
then,
that
so I was
word
like-
very often, so
The Google definition of an ick
yeah.
is not on here, but my definition is. I've written something that changes someone's mind about someone they're interested in.
What?
What didn't you understand about that?
That it had any. That's not what I would. What? Say your definition of ick again.
Something that changes someone's mind about someone they're interested in.
No.
That is what this ick thing is.
No,
Yes.
no, that's not what I would say. Ick
Okay,
stands.
what would you say
Ick? I
stands
thought
for?
is the exact same as what Google's saying. It's used to express disgust.
Yeah, so it changes
Yeah, but not
someone's
changing
mind.
someone's mind on,
So
on
say
somebody
you're
specific.
Say you're
on a
like,
situation, I'd understand, but not on.
Yeah, but for this trend, they're talking about people, which is what I was going to get onto.
Okay,
Okay.
so on this trend, then. That
So on this trend,
but ick as a word, it was
ick is
disgust
like
for any-
yuck,
Yeah.
right? So if you're interested in someone and they do something that then gives you the ick, you're no longer interested
See,
in
that's
them.
different. You've said it differently that time. The ick I would, yes.
I'm gonna slap your dick, mate.
Mate, do it. Fucking express your words. You use big words like detrimental, and then you can't fucking construct a sentence to make me understand what you're trying to say.
Not my fault that you have lower IQ than me in an escape room.
Bollocks, do I? Fucking hell. Excuse me, sir. Can you put it up on the screen, please?
I didn't even have to ask. He did it for me. That's how bad it was.
Dreadful.
Anyway, so I was just going to ask what your icks are, Josh, for people.
Ginger.
Funny you should say that, because Tom
Yeah.
from Zesty Life Hacks said the very same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Good on you, Tom. Don't blame you, mate.
You little twat.
I don't think I smoking.
Yeah, we had that as well.
Smoking, I like do what you want to do, but I won't date you if you're a smoker. I am engaged, so I'm not going to date you anyway. But if I was single, a smoker is somebody I would avoid because my dad was a heavy smoker for many years, and that smell lingers.
Yes, and it gets in everything, doesn't it?
It does.
I think, because I asked some of the listeners for examples of stuffs, and we had gingers from Zesty Life Hacks.
Yes, go on, lad.
And we had smoking from Elroy.
Okay, fair play, Elroy.
We had those Love Island Towie types.
Oh,
pretty much.
the reality stars.
Yeah. And eating with...
How would your friends describe you? Well, I'm quirky, I'm funny.
Yeah,
and
literally.
they're all the same. You're not all fucking funny, otherwise you wouldn't be on Love Island. You'd be on fucking
You've been
Big
framed.
Brother or huh? Not Big Brother, shit. You've been framed would be good.
Getting
I
hurt.
was meant to say Britain's Got Talent as a comedian, not on Love Island. Yeah, because I'm funny and I've got loads of skills and I can now wipe my bum on my own at 24.
That's impressive.
You just choke on your own words then. That's impressive.
I didn't notice.
Oh, you like cut yourself off.
I just stopped talking.
Oh, it's so abrupt.
It's impressive. So, yeah, we got eating with the mouth open or wearing no shirt in public.
I would find myself as an ick if I saw myself in a window without a top on. So, yeah, I can agree. It depends. I won't finish that.
Well, I messaged back saying not necessarily a bad thing with the shirtless stuff. Anyway, so, and then the last one from Dave is women that have icks. They are the ick. Ick off. Nice.
Nice, Dave.
We had an extra one from Tom, actually, because he replied to that, I think, before he read my message. He said, man, I've been married 21 years. The correct answer is anyone that isn't my wife. And big feet.
Again, fair play, Tom.
Funny. I like that.
Congratulations on 21 years of marriage, by the way.
Good going.
Just to remind you of how old you are, Tom, because I know you'll probably be listening. That's only 4 years less than we've been alive. Just to put it into perspective for you.
You old bastard.
You old bastard. I can't wait until you retire. Can we come to your retirement party, Tom? That's only a few years off. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
So, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, icks. So, we've gone through your icks. I've got a list of a few icks here.
I might have more, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot more as well, but I didn't want to write too many.
Beggars can't be choosers. You're not allowed fucking icks. What?
I just said I didn't want to write too many.
Oh my God, you've written fuckloads. Can I read them out then? Would that be different? I'm going to read out your icks.
You read them out and I'll try and justify why they're an ick.
All right.
I might be a bit of a hypocrite here because I'm moaning about stuff later on.
Well, I agree with the first one.
Okay.
So the people who think they're better than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Life is not a competition.
Irritating.
Yeah. You either get a handout or you work hard for what you get. There's no competition. We're not here to compete with each other. Unless you're in the Olympics, then fair play.
Yeah.
Because they are literally competing to be better than each other. People who can't spell simple words. Now that's just against people with dyslexia, you prick.
No, that's not what I meant.
So like, Kelsey, you don't like Kelsey? Is Kelsey in it
Kelsey,
for you?
Mate.
Cunt. Richard, our cameraman.
No, actually, yeah, he's a cunt.
He is a cunt. No, I'm just kidding, Richard. You are old enough to look this shit up, e.g. Probably and current.
And I saw that recently, and I was like, really? You don't even say it like that.
Yeah, or love with a UV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's not dyslexia, that's just stupidity.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because your computer will fucking do it for you. I hate it when people know they can't spell, so what do? Turn autocorrect off. No, keep that on. That's your best friend.
Obviously, it's going to help you.
Well, I got one. I'm not going to mention her name. I used to work with her, but she is the fucking worst. So I can't spell. Okay, well, that's fine. But your phone will do it for you. I can't spell most words, but my phone does it for me. Too much makeup?
Yes.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, yeah, I can.
No. You'll be lucky to get an arse
On legs.
on legs.
Nice.
Too much makeup. What argument do you have for that? Because
I think
that is
if you look like you've just got,
caked it on.
Yeah, like if you just chuck it on with a trowel, then...
Everything's fucking gardening related with you, isn't it? Can't just move away from that.
No.
Well, I see it, and yes, I'm very grateful. Kelsey is allergic to a lot of makeup products, so I just obviously see Kelsey for her own natural. But I would say that a lot of makeup for a lot of women is like my beard for me. It hides my insecurities.
Yeah, I get that, but it's still a turn-off for me.
Oh yeah, it's allowed to be your ick.
Yeah, it's
But,
like I don't...
I've got to come at it from essentially the victim's point of view here, because you're the perpetrator. You're ranting at them. I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I do agree. I think too much makeup is overkill, isn't it?
Yeah.
An hour and a half, slap shit on your face. Nah.
I think when you don't look like you've got a natural skin colour, because they've just chucked so much on that it's like a beige colour, that's what I'm sort of going towards.
Okay, well, that's fair. And if it is to hide up your insecurities, all power to you. Duck lips. Now, see, ducks, I think, are a vital part of the ecosystem, and you can't be complaining
I hate
about
shagging
animals.
ducks, mate.
Mate, again, beggars can't be
I hate
choosers.
shagging people.
Yeah, you ain't shagging anything. What are you on about? Yes, the duck lip. Do you remember that fucking challenge? Again, here's another
challenge.
The one where they'd like suck into a cup.
Oh, and they'd be huge.
And they'd pop it out, and the lips barely come out, but there'd be saliva everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like when people are taking the selfies and they're like with their lips. It's like, what are you trying to achieve there? It just doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. But they don't realise that, you see. They need nerds like us to tell them.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, mate.
No, that's so long. Turn it off. Right, those dresses that are really thin and ravel up towards your stomach. Mate, why are you complaining about that? Anything you can get, you shouldn't be fucking complaining about.
I just, like, when
No,
we're on
I'm
a
not
night
done.
out...
I don't want your argument yet. No, you wait. Usually wear them and hold a tiny sequin purse that's more of an inconvenience than a help. Okay, that carries their bank card and their phone. That's all it's used for, and a little bit of makeup.
Bag.
You're single, you wouldn't know that. Kelsey doesn't have one, so I'm just guessing, actually, to be fair. Sorry, say your argument for the ravel up towards your stomach, even though you're single, and anything like that you would probably take home with you and use.
This is going to be a complete sort of stereotypical judgment here, but everybody that I've encountered with one of those ravelly dresses and little sequined handbags has been a bit of a bitch. So
yeah, but
whenever
they look quite tidy.
Yeah, but
so they're bitchy. But you don't.
Wouldn't go.
You're not
them
shagging
if
their
they're a
personality,
bitch.
mate. You're shagging their poontang.
Fuck's sake!
You're not shagging anything. I'm speaking from a very happily engaged man.
Yeah,
to a man
so I'm
that's-
allowed to moan because I'm unhappy.
Mate,
all
you're
right?
telling me. Okay, so she comes up to you. Yeah, she's a bit of a bitch, but then she's like, "Do you want to come back to mine?" And you're like, "Wow, you're a solid like
No.
8, 9 out of 10 here."
No,
Yes,
I would
you
not.
You're that desperate. You were going to use the people on the red light district. Shut up. Is this a dig at me, you cunt? And my old
Right.
me, just people that just eat takeaways.
No,
Right, good.
it's a bit insecure that you think it was.
Well, because I do. I used to anyway.
There's one on there that might be a bit of a dig at you.
Well, I don't only drink fizzy drinks. That's all right then. Overly loud is you. Fuck.
Fuck off, mate.
Okay, so people who just eat takeaways, right? So somebody's working, 18 hours a day, haven't got time to cook, they're single, they know they've got to get up for work again in 7 hours because their company doesn't care about laws. And it does happen because I worked for one. APC. And you're telling me that person just finding a way to sustain themselves so they can wake up the next morning with the energy to do their job is an ick for you.
Yeah.
That's disgraceful. Just because you work 7 hours and you used to sleep in a shed at work does not mean you you have the right to moan.
What I mean is, if you were how do I word it?
Yeah, no.
Like, if you had the option to eat a home cooked meal or a takeaway, and then they're just like, "Oh no, let's get Domino's." And it's
So Tom and Hardy, because that was definitely an Australian accent. Oh, so it's a dig at them. Tom has been married 21 years. Let him off.
No.
You can have a fucking Domino's.
He does not get let off, all right?
Fine.
Don't get Domino's, Tom.
Fucking wanker.
carry on.
Okay, so yes, when people have a choice, but, you know, not everything's a competition. So
These don't shine me in the best of lights,
No.
but this is just further proof
No.
that icks are bullshit.
you know, you're not better than anybody. So,
That's the first thing. That's why I
Yeah.
try not to be.
yeah. But you're saying that you're better because you don't just. Do
I can spell
takeaways.
probably, mate.
Yeah. Not me, you can't, but
God, turned autocorrect off.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's the next one?
People who don't walk anywhere.
Oh yeah, fucking hell.
It's dreadful. The people,
Irritates me.
You know what I have an ick for? The people that have the fucking time to walk everywhere or cycle everywhere. I'm sorry, how much of a
Is this a
freeing
dig
life?
at you?
How much?
It kind of feels like I'm supposed to be defending myself against
I do
you
not,
now.
I don't walk to work. I can't walk to work.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a specific example.
Where
I
else
don't
am I-
walk to the airport, Josh. Ooh.
Well done.
Oh, yeah, because I've got a car and I drive
should-
because it's long distance.
It'd probably
But if I wanna
take you
walk
less
to the
time to
shop,
walk to the
I'll walk
airport.
to the shop. All right?
Yeah.
I can't drive to the shop if it's like 5 seconds down the road. I might as well walk. That's what I'm saying.
You're going to
But
do a
some
full shop
people
on
I
a
know.
walk, are you?
No, it depends, doesn't it? So what I'm
You've got to put
saying.
that there.
Oh, that's because I was going to read it out.
I meant to be the devil's advocate, you prick.
I know,
I
but
meant
it's so
to
annoying.
Look, okay, do you know what? My ick, people that get fucking offended off the bat, all right? I'm meant to be, I don't give a shit if you don't like that I don't walk anywhere. I know it's not about me. I'm meant to be devil's advocate. I'm meant to be arguing the point of why your ick is people who don't walk anywhere. Who gave you the fucking right to judge them, you cunt? Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Week shop and a walk. Carry on.
What's the next one?
No. I want to hear.
No, that's it.
I want to hear your
I'm
argument.
done with that now
Why not?
because I've got nothing that will satiate your appetite.
I'm good. Okay.
No,
I'm your devil's advocate. What, you don't think I'm going to argue the next one?
I don't know what the next one is.
The drink water one?
Oh, what? Hang on, give me this. Right. So we're doing Icks today. So I'd say my general issue with these Icks is that it's basically men just getting shat on by all these girls.
Yeah.
Which it might be all right for like the likes of True Geordie. Something.
Fucker. Stop
But-
beefing with bigger podcasts. We're trying to befriend them.
Well, I'm sure he likes some beef.
He does like his beef, to be fair. He's a fucking wedge.
So I would say that it started off as like innocent stuff, this trend.
Yeah.
So one of them things.
One of them things.
One of the things that was listed was when he calls you bunny. And I was like, I've just got cough here. Now, for anyone that is listening that's wondering why Josh had that visceral reaction there,
I hope he doesn't listen.
we had a friend.
He's still one of our friends.
Sorry,
Just
I'm
don't talk to
talking
him.
from my experience here.
Oh.
I had a friend, and he got with this girl, and they used to call each other bunny.
Used to.
Oh, they still do?
Yes.
Oh, God, cringe.
Yeah.
So, and then the next thing is saying sorry or ote.
See, I thought that'd be
okay.
something that ticked a box for you in the
Okay.
right way.
Fuck off, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only a nonce on weekends.
Okay, when did you write this list out?
Shit. Friday.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, that's good.
I was preempting it. So,
Yeah, I definitely thought that's something that one of your ASMRists would say to you. Yes.
custom video.
As Mrs. Claus.
Mummy claws.
Oh, my jaw hurts already. We've only gone back from break.
Your jaw hurts. I'm the one deep throating the mic.
I didn't ask you to do that. That was you.
Nobody asked me to do that. So that's the problem.
Oh.
Oh. So yeah, I'd
Sorry.
say that sort of stuff is kind of like, oh no, I
It's a
don't
bit
think
cringy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
So as more were being produced, it allowed all the fucking crazies to come out of the woodwork, basically,
Yeah.
as with anything.
Yes.
So the more you allow people to talk about something, you're going to get some insane people come out and start talking about their stuff.
Yeah.
So now I'd say it's like half seen as a joke and half sort of deadly serious, which
The
can
deadly
be-
serious ones I'm worried about.
that's where it gets a bit...
Yeah.
So
I like touching kids, but it's an ick. Is that
he's
one?
a 10, but he's actually a nonce.
He's a 10, but actually 10. I'm sorry.
I like it.
That's
good.
wrong. We are not paedophiles.
It's a joint effort.
Oh,
It takes two.
stop it. This is a 10-year-old, you fuck. No.
It's not a 10-year-old, I fuck.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, okay, right. Let's move
Right.
on from the nonce.
So people are saying shit that is just so petty now that I wonder if half of these people have ever smiled in their entire life.
Oh, no, not these guys.
It's just sad, really.
Yeah.
So I've got two titles here.
Okay, go on.
The stupid fucking shit and the stupid Icks. So I
Okay.
don't know which one you want me to read first.
The stupid... Go top down. Why not?
Okay,
'Cause-
so we'll go stupid fucking shit.
Yeah.
So I find that most of these videos that are on TikTok at the moment are accompanied with a song called Bang Bang by Will.i.am, which
Okay.
I should be able to play through here.
You're not going to get copyright strike.
At this point, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Do you want me to just play it from my phone then?
No, I got it. Just
Oh, you can
type it in.
Spotify it.
Bang Bang, mate. Here we go. So it's accompanied by this, and I hate this song now.
Okay, go on.
That's midway through because it was the last thing I played on it.
Oh, do what to...
Right, so
Where's-
it's always this start bit.
Oh, it is the start bit. Okay. Okay, pause it there just in case I don't want to get in there. I
Right.
recognise that. Yeah, yeah.
So it's that, but then it's like when it starts the lyrics.
I hate it when my dad touches me. Dun, 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 dun.
So, what does that even mean?
I can't see your screen.
Okay, yeah. So the people that are doing these videos, I always find that they always look like their shit doesn't stink. That's my personal
Oh, that's how they
opinion.
portray themselves.
Yeah.
Is that they?
So
yeah.
they've got the stupid din 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 like that, and they're just
catchy.
looking at the camera like, yeah, so I'm so fucking good. And the caption here I've got is, "Oh my god, you're literally so lucky if I give you my attention."
no.
is- Yeah, that's the sort of vibe I get from them. What the?
I can't believe we live on a planet with those kinds of people.
It's just the worst.
The spectrum of personalities for human beings on the planet, from the most grateful people on the planet that would give you their house or whatever they've got for just a slice of bread,
Yeah.
and then you got the people on the other side that believe that they deserve everything they've got because it's just a life they fell into.
Yeah.
That's just it's fucking
That's
mental,
just
isn't it?
they're the sort of people that wear those dresses that ravel up the
You
waist.
shouldn't be complaining about that. You should be taking anything you fucking get as long as they're of age.
And those stupid little sequined purses.
Shut up. That purse will be round your neck.
It's no strap on. It, mate.
Huh?
I'm all for a strap on, but there's no strap on that.
You know,
What are we doing?
nice. Just started making
People
noise.
who make cat noises. Ugh.
That's a cat? The fuck kind of cat you been interacting with? You've got cats. You're telling me you get in and one goes.
Just wake up there like.
We were watching. Oh, do you know where that noise come from? And I'm so sorry to human beings. Yeah, that noise came from. We were watching The Undateables, and there was a lovely lady. She had a bit of what I would call a pug face.
Oh God.
So she had dwarfism. That was not she. That is not what. What? Why?
Sorry, that was unexpected.
She had
Just-
dwarfism.
Yeah, she had a pug face. She had dwarfism.
She has dwarfism, but she also, with the dwarfism, meant that her nose didn't grow outwards. It was more of like an upwards nose, you know? So her nostrils.
More like piggish. sort of.
Yeah, but without being disrespectful, you can. And me and Kelsey, we didn't make the joke, but we did say that's quite piggish of a nose.
You disrespectful cunt.
Yeah, and I went, and then we imagined, obviously, the
cat.
sexual positions they would get into is more of a ragdoll kind of swung around the room. So I made the joke that imagine she was making that noise whilst her partner was swinging her around him, and it was. I don't know. I hope that portrayed well on the mic.
It sounded all right.
But it was like, yeah, like somebody being swung around.
Okay.
Sorry, move on.
That was a tangent.
You
But
can decide to cut that on up. That was no disrespect to her. She was a lovely lady, and anybody would have been lucky to be with her.
yeah,
But in that moment, that was where my mind went. I am sorry, but it happened. Get over it.
bit of a swinger, I've heard. Anyway, so
The piggy helicopter.
welcome back to the OCP.
The original cob. Sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. to be
Yeah, we'll
honest.
move on. So I've got a list of the stupidest icks
Yeah.
that I can
Oh, that's
that
quite
I
a list.
found.
Yeah, I like
right?
it. Okay.
So these are just through videos that I've seen, and I've written them down because I just got so irritated with them.
Okay. Do you want me to play devil's advocate again for you?
You can, if you feel the need,
If I can't,
need for speed,
yeah,
right? Just cruise along with it.
I will. If I can't disagree with what you're saying, then I won't. I won't make a point of arguing their point for him if I can't find
Yeah.
an argument.
Yeah, go for that.
Okay.
Okay, so they are not in any particular order.
Okay.
They're just in
Just in the
this
order you've
I've
put
just
them
written.
in.
Yeah. So the first one is nails. If a man has nails, now I should point out that this is always directed towards men.
Of course it is,
Right.
because we're the
The
cretins of
yeah,
the planet. Yeah.
100%.
And all of us are wife beaters because we have a penis.
Yes, we
Yeah.
beat them
Yeah.
with our penis.
No.
No?
No.
Just me.
Stay single.
So the first one is nails.
Okay, nails. We need nails. I mean,
Yes.
I bite mine. That is a horrible habit of mine, but it doesn't mean I don't have nails.
Yeah, I have nails.
Yeah.
I genuinely keep them because I'm lazy and can't be asked to
Oh,
cut
really?
them.
See,
But
it's useful to have them
it's-
though, because I can't open the backs of controllers.
Yeah, exactly. I find
See?
them very, very useful for
Yeah.
stuff. And if you've got an itch, mate, wow.
Exactly. I've got
Nails are
I've
so
got
much
to rub
fun.
my palm on my hand or whatever small. Like I might
Yeah.
have not bitten them for like 7 days, and they've grown a bit, and then I'll scratch it and then realize I haven't bitten them in 7 days, and they'll go.
Yeah. So if I feel that they're getting too long, I will bite them off.
Yeah.
That's how I do it anyway. But when I'm playing guitar, they're so
Oh,
much more
perfect.
useful for me because I can actually push on like the strings a bit more.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt my fingers as much.
Perfect example. But no, I don't understand when they say what no nails at all. Just what the fleshy muscle
they
bits
just
underneath.
want,
Oh, blunt like stubs.
yeah.
Oh, so what I have this untrimmed, horrible fingernails. That's what they'd want.
They want like pristine nails, basically, that don't protrude over the finger. But I find that
It needs to happen.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have the habit, I would want my nails to be that long. But before I know it, I'm biting them again, and it's like fuck.
and I pick weeds out of the garden, right?
Hey.
So I'm picking the weeds out.
Yeah.
The nails cut the weed off. It's brilliant. It's like my own
That's
little pair of
perfect. There you
shears
go.
on my fingers.
Perfect.
So fuck you if you don't like nails.
Exactly. Number 2.
Number 2, not having enough money.
Can't choose that. That
No.
just happens with hard work and
How
dedication. and-
entitled.
yeah, that is coming from somebody that has literally been. That's one of the royal family members. That is, and not obviously because
Meghan Markle. Well,
well, no, because
It's not directly royal,
she was
but
rich before she went into the royal family.
all right.
'Cause she
Harry Styles. No, it's Harry.
No,
What's
they
his
weren't
second name
born
then?
What do you want about?
Prince Harry.
They're Windsors.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the royal family's surname is Windsor. That's why it's called Windsor Castle. I think, but they are called they are Windsors.
I mean, they originally were a German name. Did you know?
Yes, because the royal family are German.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
We
so
got-
yeah,
you wanted them. I'm not going to repeat what you said to get the episode shut down, but you don't have fond words
I'm
to
not
say
the
about
greatest fan of
it.
them.
No, it's just like somebody being born in Jeff Bezos. If he has a kid and he doesn't treat that, make that kid work for what they want, that kid will grow up thinking that everybody's entitled to millions of pounds or dollars.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, well, I'm not being with you until you've got this amount of wealth. And unfortunately, you can't, even with that money, you can't choose that. That's...
So the example that they gave with this was not having enough money to pay for the food at the end of the date.
Are you going to sleep with them?
I know it's slightly different to saying just not having enough money in general, but I think if they're still making the effort, taking you to a nice place and all of that, I think that's like, you should look past the fact that they might not have huge amounts of money.
Oh, yeah, if they can pay for that meal, but if they've chosen the restaurant knowing full well they can't pay for it...
If they take you to a Subway, right, because that's quite cheap.
But they can pay for it, though. They can afford
if
that.
The woman was like, oh no, if they can't pay for your money... what?
Pay for the money? I'll give you a fiver for your fiver.
Pay for the meal, which I kind of agree with it, but I kind of don't. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't be taking them out to dinner if you can't pay for it.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But if they somehow go, oh, I can't pay for this because of a valid reason, like I haven't been paid enough this month and I've got to give it to the rent, or because that's a guy, the rent down the road.
God,
rent boy.
Jesus. Okay, no, you made a fair point, but it depends on who's arranging the date. Okay, because if the man in the scenario has arranged the place and location and time, then he should have been not to pay for the full thing, because I do believe it should be a 50-50 split. It's a date. Right, I'm taking you out. I'll offer to pay, but I'd kind of hope for a 50-50 split. But I would be happy to pay the full price. I'd probably shut down the offer, but I'd want to hear it. You know.
Yeah.
But because equality, innit? It's what women have been fighting for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, we're not going to get into that in this podcast. But if he's arranged it to be a shifty prick and be like, I'm going to take her to this place. We're going to eat the nicest meals. And then I'm not going to be able to afford to pay for it.
Yeah, I think if it's premeditated, then you're a dick. But if you find out you haven't got enough money in your account at the last
then
minute,
reschedule.
Or even you've gone to the thing.
Oh, if you've gone to the meal,
you find out you've gone overdrawn or something, and you're like, oh, I can't afford this.
Then just you have to give an IOU on that point. Then.
Yeah.
If you went in there with the intention of being able to pay, something's happened and you can't, fair play. That is literally only a situation that can be explained in that moment. But it would be a case of, I'm so sorry, I will pay you back. Even if we don't go on a second date, I'll pay you back. I didn't know I was overdrawn. You're going to feel shitty for asking, but you got to. That's the only way.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's premeditated, then you're just a prick.
So the next one we got is taking a shit.
Where?
Anywhere. Men are just not allowed to shit.
They literally, every person on this planet, unless you don't have the ability to shit the conventional normal way.
Yeah.
You have to. That's literally how you don't explode.
So I thought, yeah, that was a fucking stupid one.
That is stupid. But these are not coming, and this is not, I don't mean any offense to anybody by this, but these comments are not coming from intellectual people.
No.
They're coming from morons.
Yes.
And I love that.
Slipping in the shower like a loser and dying.
That's very specific.
Yes.
Has this person lost a family member to that or something? Lost an ex-boyfriend? No, you know what that is? That's an ex being like, this bitch is actually fucking dreadful. Mum, tell her I've slipped in the shower and died.
She's
I don't want to see her anymore.
Disgusting.
Yeah, actually that's grim. Oh my God.
Oh my God, you have the audacity to die?
Yeah. She's on the phone to his mum and be like, actually your son's a fucking loser anyway. You shouldn't have slipped in the shower. So
actually, I'm going to go from now on. I'm going to actually say these and act like I believe them.
We might be crossing the line.
No. I ain't got anything that actually crosses the line.
Wait, you want to believe it? Sorry.
No, I don't actually believe it, but
I assumed you were going to... Sorry, I actually finished that sentence before you said it. I thought you were going to say you're going to go into it reading it like the person that has written it, not that you're going to read it as you were believing it. So that's fine. I thought you were going to say you were going to read it and as the person that read it, so you'd be like, people that slip in the shower and die, like really like Essexy.
Oh no, I was just going to say it and then act like... I'll just do it.
Yeah, go for it.
So, can you agree that there is nothing worse than being spun around in a barber's chair?
It's actually grim.
That is fucking rank,
Barber,
isn't it?
that's a man saying that.
Yeah, so
that's a bloke. So there's a mixture.
Imagine
now.
your man, right?
Yeah,
is in a barber's chair.
He spins around,
and then he gets spun around by the barber.
I'm starting to believe
So
you made some of these up. These
how
can't be that stupid.
Unindependent is that man that he can't put his feet on the ground and turn the chair himself or get out of the chair before he gets turned around. Like, oh my God, it's rank.
That is rank, actually, yeah.
Next one is people with obvious collarbones.
Bit cringy, innit?
It's like,
Eat a fucking burger.
how dare you have a skeleton?
I don't even know how to argue these points now. They're saying, you know, earlier we were having a discussion about me having an argument for it. I genuinely, they're so stupid.
Some of these are so stupid that you just like...
I can't even say an argument to this. It's literally just you reading these stupid icks, and I'm just going to have to sit here and just, that's shit.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I just want you to agree.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah.
So imagine, right,
Mm-hmm.
you're in an accident and you're completely unharmed.
Somebody actually said that.
Oh my God.
Somebody actually said being unharmed in
Can
an
you imagine
accident.
how embarrassing that is?
It's bragging rights, isn't it, if you get harmed?
You're in a car crash and you don't even have the audacity to break an arm.
I
Put
actually
that
did
under
get
the
into a car accident. Look at my
attention
wrists.
seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Look, of course they're attention seeking. They're asking for stupid. Imagine, so you're going on a date. Oh, I was in a car accident 2 years ago. What? And you're undamaged? Fuck.
Can you imagine
And you
trying
don't
to open a door,
Yeah.
right? But you have to turn a key to do it.
Oh, that's a posh prick. That is. Your door doesn't open for you.
You don't
when
have
you
a
walk close.
butler.
Yeah. There's no sensor in your head that opens your front door for you. Yeah.
It's not word activated. Can you imagine, right, wanting to go to the toilet and then having to ask where it is? Sorry, I nearly vomited.
Honestly, I don't have any arguments.
They're just dumb, aren't they?
They are so
Driving
sick.
past a car that's broken down.
What are you meant to do? What are you meant to fucking do? You're going to stop in the middle of the road and wait until it's repaired?
Celebrating a win at mini golf. Do you win? You just go, yeah, there's nothing.
No, do you know what that is?
You'd be
It's
about as
because-
excited as fucking Andy.
Oh, come on, I've got a comment to make here.
Oh,
mate.
God,
You're
what's the
starting.
second name? Tennis
Murray?
Man. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Cheers, mate.
was a great haul. Yeah,
No,
very excited.
that comment's been made by somebody who's never won a mini golf.
Yeah, they're just shit.
They're just terrible. Fucking made an Andy Murray reference.
Picking up rubbish to put it in the bin. Now, speaking as somebody that loves
Rubbish.
to like try and help the planet where I can, I have in the past stopped the car when a friend has chucked a bottle out of the window, reversed it and picked it up and put it back in my car. So I wholeheartedly disagree with this point because I'm just like,
you should disagree with all of these points.
oh yeah, but this one especially because it does grind my gears when
it's
people just
common
litter.
decency. That's all. They're denying common decency as a human being. So if they're saying, okay, I can maybe give a pass to if they were walking past a bin and there was rubbish there and it wasn't theirs and they just walked past it, but the person behind them who's also rubbish, it wasn't, picked it up. I'm not saying I disagree with the man who picked it up,
Yeah.
but I'm not expecting them to pick it up. It's not their rubbish, even though, of course, human decency would say pick it up and just put it in the bin.
When we were in Norwich,
Yeah.
that bloke, when we
shit
were at the
himself.
co-op, no,
Sorry.
we stopped at the co-op when we were helping Robbie, and some bloke dropped
yes.
the shit out of his car, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I got out of the van and picked it up
Yeah.
and brought it with us.
You didn't have to do that, but
No.
common decency in your head told you, I'm going to do that because I want to help. And
Exactly.
That's
But
just
if that's
who you are.
cringe to people, that's not the sort of people I want to
Yeah,
be with. So
exactly. So-
fuck yeah.
It's a win-win.
When they suggest bowling,
Bowling's sick.
bowling's awesome.
What, you want to go to the cinema for a date? What, you pay to sit in silence? Fuck off.
Yeah. But then it was followed up with, or when people say, let's do things instead of going for a drink.
Because drinking's vile.
Yeah. She was like, oh no, you expect me to do things? Like, I'd rather just go and have a drink and then I just don't look like a prick doing activities.
Isn't it weird how all these people that believe themselves so high and mighty are also the ones that are most of the time single?
Funny that, isn't
It
it?
is funny that, isn't it? All us lowlifes are living our best life with people. Obviously, you're unfortunate, but we've tried. You're also ginger.
lost cause.
Yeah. But that's not because you're a stuck-up prick. It's
No.
just because people can't see you for the amazing person you are because they have not given the time. But these people are so picky that if they got the attention of somebody just as picky, I would imagine them going on a date and the bloke being like, actually, you know what? Like, I'm a dickhead, but you're fucking insane. And then just walking off.
Yeah.
But it's weird how all these people have got all these complaints, but they're still fucking single.
Yeah, it does surprise me though when they have opinions like this. Men walking downhill. That's
Walk.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Dum, 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 dum.
Like
Walking
she
down.
said, she was like, I can't imagine anything more cringe, like more embarrassing, is people, men walking downhill. It's like they just don't know how to do it. I'm like, are you all right?
These are people that are severely, like mentally, maybe need some help.
Yeah.
Is it the same person you're getting all these clips from?
Some of them are. I've sort of mixed them up a bit. When they imagine him taking a bath with his willy floating, or if it's not even touching the surface. Now, can I just like try and clarify something with you? Because I don't know whether it's the same. But when I'm taking a bath, and people might not want to hear this, but when I'm taking a bath, it generally doesn't float to the top, right? It will just sit there.
No, I try and unless it's like a foot fucking long, I'm submerging myself in the bath a bit.
Yeah. And how is it touching the surface, for starters? And it's not made of air. It doesn't float.
It
just sits between your legs.
It's got weight to it. I mean, I can...
You're slapping people around the face with it. It's not going to be light, is it?
I've had a bath, but I've not had a bath in a long time. So I'm trying to remember a situation. Like I'm a shower guy. It's just quick and easy, isn't it? So a bath is not something that I've had for a while. I think the last time I had it was
unless my peen is particularly weird, I wouldn't say that they float.
It kind of just levitates in the water. Just kind of does its own thing.
Yeah, they don't sink.
No,
but they don't float
like
either.
level.
They just
Yeah. It is attached to our fucking body.
Yeah.
It's not. Sorry, how many times you walked around the street and the helium in a penis has just shot the man up into the sky because you just can't control it? Doesn't happen, does it?
No.
No, so it doesn't happen in the fucking bathtub.
Do women's tits float?
No.
Well, there we go then.
Yeah, but those things are fucking hefty. Depending on
my
the woman.
balls are hefty.
I wasn't asking if your balls floated, mate. Asking for the shaft.
Imagine if they did, but my dick didn't.
It's just like above head hug. Yeah, your balls high five above your fucking shaft.
It's like a Newton's cradle.
God, what is this conversation? Jeez. Oh, that would be horrible.
So the next one is when someone has ADHD. Which I
Can't
just
be
don't
helped.
even, what do you want them to do about that? And then she was like, oh, it's just like all that energy. And it's like, oh,
but again,
sake.
it's weird though, isn't it? Because people, they're saying they hate, their ick is people with ADHD. But if you were as perfect and pristine as you think you are, then a person with ADHD wouldn't have any issues coming around your house, for example, because you should be all pristine and neat and tidy.
Yeah.
So a
you
person
should
with
just be normal.
Yeah, a person with ADHD is
normal. It's not,
yeah. There is normalities with ADHD, but what they're saying is essentially that their house is a fucking mess, and everybody who comes around that's ticking the correct boxes for them because they don't like a messy house. They're like, actually, no, I'm not happy with you.
Mm-hmm.
So just clean your fucking house.
Yeah, stop being such a little
bitch.
So we got lads' holidays, right?
Fuck off, lads.
So apparently, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's cringe when the guys want to go on holiday together.
Tough shit. Get over yourself. Grow
It's
the
like-
fuck up.
What? So
Right, no more women's holidays. No more nights out for you then, love.
no hen dos.
Yeah. You want to go, what, you want a ladies' night? Do you go and watching films or going to the club? Nah, no, because it's cringy.
Yeah, I just like, for God's sake, have you not got anything better to do than just complain
Well, clearly
about
not. They're
these
probably making money from these
things
videos.
that have nothing to do with you? That's probably what it comes down to. Is they're like, oh, well, I'm not included. This one's going to get you. So wearing a helmet. Apparently, you just need to be more responsible.
It's by law on a motorbike. On a push bike, a bit different. You look like a bit of a pussy.
Push bike, I got punched in the face for doing that. So yeah, I agree with that. But motorcycle, which is what she's probably on about.
Yeah, it's law. You can literally ride a motorbike naked, but you must wear a helmet. There is no law.
Hey.
There
year.
is
Do that, my test.
God no. There is no law about wearing padded gear. It's recommended, and the police will probably pull you over and say, "Look, we'd recommend that you get a more appropriate gear." And obviously,
your
then
willy
you
float in the bath?
no, you'd get arrested for exposure. Indecent exposure. So that's what you'd get done for. But if you were to go out in like a pair of boxers and you were covered up, like technically you're not, but you got a helmet on, you're not breaking the law. So it's law. So you go and take it up with people
Apparently
that
it's
control law.
embarrassing.
If you're in the UK, it's law. But if you're in certain states in America, it's not law. That's just personal preference.
It's just dumb, isn't it? Next one that got me was
Don't walk everywhere.
anyone that has hay fever. I was like, do you not think that's an ick for me? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's an
literally
ick.
icking every day.
That's an ick for people with hay fever. It's not just you, love. Like,
No, you entitled bitch. Trying to take a picture of themselves.
oh, so selfie
Yeah,
haters.
selfie.
Oh,
haters,
I don't like selfies either, but
it's got to be done sometimes.
sometimes it has.
When
get
they
that-
ask, hope you get home safe, or hope you got home safe.
Okay, well,
Right.
if somebody ever says that to me, I was like, I hope you die on the way home. Is that what you want?
Don't wear a helmet.
Yeah.
So,
I hope you
It's
have
just
a head-on collision.
it's just stupid. It's somebody actually taking an interest in their safety, and now they're like, cringe. What he cares?
Do you know what? It's pettiness, though, isn't it?
It is.
It is pettiness from their side because they're probably thinking it's backs. Like they talk about each other behind each other's back, but into my face, you want to wish me to get home as well. But to your mum, you'll be fucking slagging me off. I mean,
The next one is asking for a bag at the checkouts.
you can't just nick them. You have to pay for them now.
Yeah, 10p, mate.
Yeah.
But then counter to that,
Yeah.
the next one is using a bag for life at the supermarket. Because apparently it's embarrassing. And
You're
know,
not going to like my next comment.
I'm like, yeah, but if you're returning to the shop and you've already got a bag,
Yeah.
you don't need to get another bag. You can just take one that you've already got. I always go shopping with my mum because, I'm
Yeah.
such a stud.
You are.
And
Do you want to hear my comment?
she has like 8 bags of life in the
Yeah.
boot.
Do you know what you can't do with no bags? A family shop.
Yeah. No, we may not have cut that. So we'll see. I got nothing still. The spiral. So,
You handled that so much better.
yes, I'm not hot. So I am a little bit. When they have to walk down the escalator when it's broken, and I'm thinking, well, these
You're not meant to be on the
it's just-
escalator if it's broken. That's just stairs.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
not just stairs at this point. So you just don't want someone to walk down the stairs. You just got to fall down them.
Oh no, the escalator. That sounds like a Family Guy sketch, doesn't it? Oh no, the escalator's broken. Then Peter Griffin just falls down the escalator.
Are you wearing a helmet? No.
Should have been more responsible.
The next one is not supposed to be taken the way that I'm guessing you're going to take it.
Go on.
But it's swallowing.
So what, you meant to just chew and then spit it out?
Actually, the video I got this from was
Pornhub.
somebody sort of giving snapback remarks after everyone.
Yeah.
And he said, "What? So at this point, my mouth is just a storage unit." And then the waiter
good
comes
point.
over to the table and he goes, "Anything else?" And he goes, "Just the bill, please." But as he says, "Just the bill," all this rice just comes out of his mouth.
Oh my
It was
god.
funny.
I'm starting to think that not all of these are true. Like, not that you've made them up, but people have over-exaggerated certain
I think.
issues.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like half of it's deadly serious, and half of it's
Yeah,
taken as a complete joke.
because
now.
this can't be real.
No, but
People
you can
can't be
tell
complaining about stuff like this.
when people are on like the street interviews and that, and they're
Yeah.
saying, "What's your ick?" and people give them, you can tell they're actually serious.
Okay.
Whereas people that are just replying or making the videos of just them,
Yeah.
maybe they'll amp it up for like exaggeration.
Okay.
Using the little menu card in a box of chocolates. How else do you fucking know what they are?
For what's in it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
You
you're just
gotta
going to take a lucky
roulette,
dip,
innit?
get a like a pecan nut flavored wank chocolate.
See, I thought
It's
you were
my
going to go down the. I thought you were going to go down the same path I was, but imagine it is like a game of
Coconut.
roulette, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine you had a severe nut allergy. Well, is today the day I'm going to die? Get the hazelnut one.
You take the chocolate and you're like, right, now I'm going to have a shower. You just slip and die. And it's like,
What killed?
ah.
Yeah, but then the woman's crouched over the bath. Like, what killed him? Was it his nut allergy or the slip? Because if it was the slip, then he's a pussy. If it's
Cringe.
if it's the nut allergy, he respects he didn't use the menu in the fucking box.
The last one I got here is when the automatic door doesn't open for you, so you have to walk up. So you have to walk away and try again.
You don't. You just pry the door open like any other human being. If a door doesn't open, like if a door partially opens for me, I feel uncomfortable to take the step back. So I just grab it and push it open.
It never works if you take a step back, to be fair, because it does it all the
If
time.
the door breaks, then
Just
it's broken.
smash a hole through it.
Yeah, you're not coming. Taking a step back doesn't necessarily fix the issue. If the sensor's broken in that moment, it's just bad luck for you. Just push the doors open.
Yeah.
They're on rollers, so you just push them open. They open. You look like an idiot to the staff because they think that you've broken their door. But if their door doesn't work and it's just cut out on you, then they either don't get your custom or you open the door and you go in and buy it. Yeah. Oh, well, they're clearly closed. That's why they're working and stocking the shelves.
It's like us outside the bloody murderers.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even check the door was open, though, to be fair.
Yeah, they weren't automatic. This door's not opening for me. Yeah, you got to turn the key. Cringe.
You've got to open it yourself.
So we've got here, for God's sake, this bloody wire keeps squeaking on the chair. Eventually, they have evolved into girls imagining boys doing things instead of them actually doing these things. So, for example, the Willy in the bath one was, can you imagine, like, him in the bath with his willy floating?
I don't want you watching me in the bath anyway.
If it's not even touching the surface, like, why even bother? And it's like...
Because I'm led on my front.
My ass is touching. No, it's like, if you're just imagining these things, they're not even things that people have done.
No.
So why is it an ick now? For you're casting everybody in this thing, like going, oh yeah, imagine if he did that. And now you're put off of that person, even though he hasn't done it.
Because that's who we live on the planet with, mate. That's exactly it.
So
most of you are a delight, but some of you, I'd rather you weren't here. Yeah.
And not even the good kind.
You know they're offering people trips to Mars that's a one-way ticket. Maybe take them up on that offer for us.
That's my last ditch attempt to find a woman.
Gonna go to Mars.
So the guys have joined into and are firing some back at the women, which I get, but equality and all that.
Yeah.
But I think it should just stop altogether because it's just cringe.
Well, yeah, of course.
And we're not exactly helping the situation. So my conclusion here is, which might be a load of shit, I wrote it when I was very tired. So I think it's hard enough these days for people to navigate throughout the world when you've got all of these different pronouns and genders, not to mention sexualities. There's still a lot of racism and sexism in the world that makes life difficult for a lot of people. Then you've got mental health, anxiety and depression. You could really do without having to think about whether something as innocent as walking downhill could be an ick to
Walking
someone.
downhill.
Constantly second-guessing yourself and being so self-conscious about everything you're doing. I get flustered around women very easily. I must have been tired, fucking hell. I don't have as much interaction with them as I would like, and so I am very aware of everything I'm doing every minute. I hate that this is the case, but it's just how I am sometimes. Not all the time, but enough of the time for me to notice. So I could do without these videos playing on my insecurities that some people, myself included, might have, such as, hope you get home safe, which I'm just trying to be caring, but that's now a red flag to some people. So do I send it or do I not?
No, you're good. That is literally the small minority. And if they're being deadly serious about that, then they don't deserve to get home safe.
Some guy with a helmet just bashes it around the head with it.
You think I should be more responsible, eh? Maybe you should get home safe. Boom. No, I think you're good. I think if that's genuinely something you're worried about, I think you're good.
It wasn't necessarily something that I worry about, but it would be something that if I text somebody, hope you get home safe, or hope you got home safe, or something like that, and then later on I found out that they thought that was embarrassing or cringy, I'd be like, why?
No,
like, what the fuck?
I don't think there's anybody. If you'd gotten close to somebody enough that you would be sending them a hope you got home safe text message, I think you already know what kind of personality they are. Yeah. I think you're pretty good.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we overran a little bit there, unless I've cut it down to a good time.
Fuck me.
But yeah, so that was Rants with a Redhead.
Rants with a redhead.
Why didn't you make me do that?
Rants with a redhead.
That really hurt, actually.
That's why. No, I did it last night, to be fair. I only thought about it. I set all the...
I had a really dry throat. I shouldn't have done that.
See, I hoped you enjoyed me moaning about some shit there. We might do another one of these.
crying.
We might not.
I nearly choked on my voice. I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. You all right?
Bear with me. I'm trying to lube up my...
Would you like some lukewarm
Oh,
water?
God, no. That's like pretty much 90% backwash now. No, I'm good. Okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. Carry on.
Okay, well, thank you for listening to this episode. Join us again next time when we'll be doing something else. I'm not sure what yet. We got some guest episodes coming up, haven't we?
We do, yeah.
So looking forward to that. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears open.
Even more peeled.
Yeah.
Like an onion.
Okay, right. See you later then, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.
See you later. Well, that was a good episode, wasn't it, Josh?
That was brilliant.
That was really good. I especially enjoyed how everyone sounded.
Yeah.
We're here just to say before you go, could you please spread us around? We'd love it if you could just tell your friends about us and potentially leave us a review where you can.
You can rate now on Spotify.
Yes,
So
you can. You can rate us. So
if you could rate us 5, we'd really appreciate it. But if not, that's fine too.
if you do rate us 5 or anything above, I know you can't, but if you somehow hack the systems, I will personally
Don't continue.
thank you.
That's better.
There we go.
Well done. So yes, if you could please feel free to follow us on all the socials.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.